Hello, JPU family. Welcome to another episode.
They're just here to trick the people. Wise up. You know what the truth is. The stinking truth, as Senator Floyd Morris called it. And there's more stinking truth to come out, because we want to know who are the 6 members of parliament who are under investigation for illicit enrichment. Don't hide it. Tell it on your wholeness. I know, say you know who them.
So guys, we have to talk about the Integrity Commission's report that was just published for the 2023-2024 period. So you know how the Integrity Commission came out last year and said that they had 6 parliamentarians under investigation for illicit enrichment.
Of an Integrity Commission investigation of 6 parliamentarians for illicit enrichment.
28 public officials are also being investigated for the same offense.
Details were contained in the Integrity Commission's 2022-2023 annual report, tabled in Parliament on Tuesday.
According to the Corruption Prevention Act, illicit enrichment has to do with a public servant owning assets disproportionate to their lawful earnings and is unable to give a satisfactory explanation to the authorities about how they got such assets.
So for the past year, that is all we've heard from the Rise United opposition. The illicit 6, the illicit 6, the illicit 6. We have heard this so many times that some people just don't care anymore because they keep talking about the illicit 6. We're not hearing anything more from the Integrity Commission. We're not hearing anything from MOCA. We're not hearing anything from police. The only people singing on this illicit 6 is the Rise United movement opposition. And because they have a history of lying, calling up people name on platform, behaving recklessly, people are so confused they don't know what to think. But yesterday, the Integrity Commission put out the report, the annual report for the 2023-24 period. So then you hear say, is illicit 2, and then you come back and hear again say is illicit 8, and one heap of confusion. So they put out this release, which was to bring clarity to what people were perceiving from the Integrity Commission's report, where the parliamentarians under investigation are concerned. So it says, the Integrity Commission wishes to correct inaccuracies that have been reported in the media regarding parliamentarians who have been referred for illicit enrichment. In the 6th annual report for 23 to 24, which was tabled in the Parliament yesterday, the Commission's Information and Complaints Division, under the headings Referrals on page 32 of the report, reported that 2 parliamentarians were referred for illicit enrichment. The Commission wishes to emphasize that the referrals stated were made during the 2023-2024 reporting year. They have absolutely no bearing whatsoever on any referrals that were made in the previous 22-23 reporting year, when 6 parliamentarians were referred for illicit enrichment. When the 2 reporting periods are taken together, this therefore means that an aggregate of 8 parliamentarians have been referred to the Commission's Investigation Division for illicit enrichment over the period April 2022 to March 2024. The Integrity Commission has made no comment on the status of any investigation that may be related to any specific illicit enrichment referral. It has no power in law to do so. Media reports, which have concluded that the illicit 6 is now down to 2, Jamaica Gleaner, July 10, 2024, or that only 2 parliamentarians are now under investigation for illicit enrichment, Nationwide News, July 9, 2024, are therefore patently inaccurate, misguided, and without any foundation whatsoever in fact or in law. So this is the section of the report that they're referring to. You see where it says investigation and where it says 2. This is the 2 additional that they reported in this most recent report. So there are several things going on here in my view. 1, the Integrity Commission should have to take some responsibility for the confusion. And number 2, there seems to be a serious problem in the media in Jamaica, in mainstream media. And I've been saying this for a long time, guys. Let me start with the media first, though. The media in Jamaica, if they had read the report from the last year and this year, they would understand that the ones them that were reported last year, which is the 6 of them, the 6 investigation, and the 2 investigation this time, them would understand, say, that 2 separate things. But did the Integrity Commission gave the sum report of last year and this year to be 8 in this report? I don't believe so. I think they just reported what they have for this most recent year, separate from what they report last year. So the mainstream media in Jamaica clearly misread the report of this year to say it's only 2. And then they relay this message to the Jamaican people. They reported that it was Nationwide News and the Gleaner misread and report to the Jamaican people. And then here comes the misinformation that goes all around. So the other issue is, make we talk about the Integrity Commission of Jamaica. I am not in the business of denigrating the Integrity Commission or undermining them. I'm not in the business of doing that. I've heard some people say that as if to say we don't need them because they're not doing something right. I don't believe in that. My position is we have to have a body that is higher than the parliament in the country to keep checks and balances on our politicians. Yes, we do. So we need a body. Whether we want to call it Integrity Commission or whatsoever, we need that body of people. However, the way that the Integrity Commission is functioning, it needs to do a reassessment and it needs to be equipped with what is missing for them to conduct these reports in a timely manner and put the results forward. For example, the illicit 6 that they talked about last time, if they had completed that report by the time it's time to report again, then the people and the media would not have been so confused. You can't be investigating people for years. That does not make sense. So the Integrity Commission must tell the country and the people what it is that they need to help them to speed up or expedite the process so that we can have an efficient body of integrity people looking about the country's business. That is the first thing. The second thing is, why would they make a report in their annual report telling us that they're investigating however many people, but they can't tell you who they are and they cannot tell you what their findings are? That makes no sense. The only time that them supposed to come tell Jamaica people anything about any investigation they conduct is when they've completed the investigation. That way we will know who the people are and what is the guilty verdict from the Integrity Commission on them. The moment you start telling the nation that you're investigating 12 people or 8 people or 6 or 2 people, then you are going to have people who are using this as a political football to keep the country distracted or to cast aspersions on other people, to recklessly implicate people who they don't know whether they are part of the investigation or not. Dayton Campbell is one such person. He has been calling up people's names, saying that they are the illicit 6 or illicit however many, And nobody from the Integrity Commission told him so. They have not, as they said, reported anything further. You have the leader of the opposition, Mark Golding, going on the political platform, calling up people's names, calling up the prime minister. This is reckless politics. This is very reckless and dangerous politics. And the Integrity Commission must do what the FBI does. They don't tell anything, they don't say anything until their investigation is complete. At that time, they actually have something to tell the nation. They can give the nation the names of the people and what their crimes are. That's it. Do you guys remember when Donald Trump, first in history, Donald Trump forced the former FBI agent Comey to come out and tell the nation, which is something they've never done. The FBI doesn't do this. So Comey comes out and tells the nation, Hillary Clinton is under investigation. What happens? The election come, Hillary Clinton lose, and I'm sure that was part of it too. But at the end of the investigation, there was nothing criminal. And this is a dangerous thing to do. And this is when Donald Trump went on the campaign trail. Lock her up, lock her up. And what happened now? He's the one with 34 convictions or charges upon him. So we cannot do this in Jamaica, and the Integrity Commission must be called out for this, and they must take responsibility. They must understand that this is a very dangerous precedent, very dangerous time in our country with our politics and with what they are doing. It's causing confusion. It's causing people to become compromised and the politics to be going in a direction that is too dangerous with the most reckless set of people we've seen in the history of our politics.
Dayton Campbell will tell you who the illicit 6 members of parliament are. Listen closely.
Because Darrell Vaz knows the Labour right talk to it to them. As a matter of fact, Darrell, for sure, the Labour right talk to me. A Labour right called me this morning and said, I go down to Brace River, I must big up Andrew Holness, Juliet Holness, Andrew Wheatley, Everall Warmington, Bobby Montague, and Fly Green. It's a 6 name, we must interpret what we want from that.
Now, guys, we clearly heard the Integrity Commission, based on their statement yesterday, that they have said nothing further aside from documenting that they are investigating 8 people. So are you telling me that they're lying and they're telling people who the people actually are? Because Dayton Campbell is saying that people are telling him names and I call up names and labor rights are telling him who. So, you see, this kind of politics is not good. It's not safe. And I strongly believe that people like Dayton Campbell are a huge, huge risk to our politics in terms of people's safety and their lives and their reputation. So the Integrity Commission now has to take a more serious stance in how they function. They need to not tell anybody about investigations. What they need to tell people about is their findings and who the people are who are found guilty. And might I also add that the Integrity Commission did an investigation into Ian Hales, who is now representing the PNP as MP caretaker, after the Integrity Commission reported that they were referring him to the police for criminal charges based on some land business. And the PNP is not looking at Ian Hales. They're not saying that Ian Hales should not be representing the party under these circumstances. But they are out there recklessly undermining and bringing the Integrity Commission into disrepute based on the Integrity Commission's function and the way that they do things, which is not the right way. You know, so this is a problem, and I don't like our politics today. I hate it. I really do. I hate looking at it. I hate watching it, but I have to talk about it to highlight these things because it's become too dangerous. And it's because of the people that we see the People's National Party are putting forward and calling them representatives. people who have already been voted out for a reason by the people. No, I am calling on the Integrity Commission to take a look at itself. And in their annual report that they do, they need to make sure that whatever investigation they're doing, just come to the people with the result. That's all. Because clearly, when they make the public aware that they're doing investigations, it only causes more problem and causes more people to act recklessly. Now let us take a look at something here real quick. Let us save this video and remember these names that Dayton Campbell mentioned. If when the Integrity Commission completes these investigations, and if all these names mentioned come to be true, what does that say about the Integrity Commission? Is it safe to say at that time that they are leaking out information and telling people things when they shouldn't be doing that? And what if it comes out where none of the names Dayton Campbell mentioned were under investigation? And will we ever know at the end of the day if those people are not found guilty of anything? Guys, do you see how reckless this is? This is interesting. Let us continue watching this. So it has been over a year where the IC said they're investigating 6 people. No result to the public. No. The 2 new added people. Make we see how much longer the Integrity Commission is going to come back and say we were doing 8 investigations and we came back with nothing, or we came back with 6 guilty or 2 guilty or whatsoever. Make we see how long that process will take. But I encourage the Integrity Commission to take a look at themselves and take a look at how dangerous this politics is today, the recklessness of those who are seeking power. Look at their body language and how they look angry and as if they're at war with somebody in the country. Look at them and listen to their tone. We have to be careful, Jamaica. People have become entitled to power. We don't see these things in England. So why do these people feel so okay behaving like this, so out of control in Jamaica and directing their venom at their political opponents? This, my friends, is unbecoming of who we are as a people. So let us say to the IC, be careful and make sure that you address this issue of telling the country in your reports that you are investigating people, but you can't say their names and you cannot come with a timely conclusion to your report or your investigations. Think about doing it a more safe way, and a way that does not give bad actors in our politics any ammunition to act recklessly. There's a responsibility that the IC must shoulder that is important to the safety of our country and our people. And also, you see what happened with the very mainstream media who is misinterpreting according to the IC. On this channel, we don't care who those illicit people are. If they are guilty or found to be guilty, then they don't belong in our politics. We don't take up for people like those. And the IC must investigate and do their work. But clearly, there's a problem in how they're doing that job. Anyway, guys, make sure you're keeping it locked here to Jamaica Politics University, where you get all the political news, reviews, and updates. The best. Make sure you are tuning in to our live broadcast Monday through Fridays at 7 p.m. Jamaica time. And guys, be sure to subscribe, turn on your notification so that you get every upload that we do here on this channel. Tell your friends about this channel. Make them come over here, come hang out with us. See you in the next video, guys. Take care.